plug the receiver into Hannah's camera?
Not yet.
You know what? We can also try plugging the receiver directly into the sling. No, the audio, the Rode. You know, if we can't get into Hannah, we can try it direct in. I don't know if I have one or not. Once it gets plugged in, you can let her know if he hears me. If he hears me, I'll just put this in front of the
Okay, so then here. You know where this goes?
Is there an in on that for that kind of cable?
Is there what?
Not on this side. It's
It's got HDMI. Does it have?
I don't know if I held the button on long enough to
This one might just
It wasn't really a slap, it was more of a bunt, but it worked nonetheless. The reference showing the speed of the Mepham test. First, trying to get a slap of bag. She might be up and running.
Yeah, I couldn't get to that one quickly. Lily Epps had perfect placement on that bunt, and now coming out for the Mepham Pirates will be Brianna Gonzalez. Gonzalez very calm in the batter's box as a hitter. Pitch is high, Epps a good 6-second throw. Not scooped up, and that's going to get in center field. And Epps has a stolen base in the second to start off this one. And now there's only a runner in scoring position for Brianna Gonzalez.
Really already took the base before I said a second. I think he had a couple of pitches. He was off and running on the first pitch right on the line. He shot like a perfect jump. Great slide. Throw was a little off target, but it wouldn't have mattered regardless. Great play by Lily Epps. Tries to wind up. Pitch for Pierce. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez, strike one. Lily was looking to take 30 on the base pass. Alright, she was off and running as soon as Gonzalez swung and missed. She was staying there waiting to see if she could take off.
Good there. The ball count out for Brianna Gonzalez. Gonzalez tried to lay down the bottom, won't get there. But now that's when Brianna got hit by the pitch. She pulled away the run really quickly. And now Mepham is running on first and second. And the Carey gave us a lot of more specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's that. Okay.
Still nothing, right?
It's like really distorted.
All right, I'm gonna take this, plug this into Hannah's
Runner in scoring position now for Brianna Gonzalez. Gonzalez swings and misses for strike one.
The velocity was just too fast for Gonzalez to handle.
Yep, that's so fast. She actually thought about steering home there. Dolan almost sent her home, but coach is going to play the smart with a 3-0 lead. With 2 outs, they're going to try to play it very smart here.
You got it. You just got to stay disciplined. Mepham's been doing a great job so far.
Gonzalez tried to lay one down. Yepes gets back in time. They almost tag her out there. Excellent throw from Alyssa Cohen.
They're trying to get Yepes to steal home. She's got the speed to do so. She's about getting the right pitch in the right time.
And also to all the viewers currently watching our live stream, sorry there were technical difficulties with our volume issues. We heard their volumes at some points was going in and out, or there was no volume. We are deeply sorry on behalf of the Bellmore-Merrick broadcasting program, but now that our audio is back, we are live, and we are continually watching this great performance so far from the Mepham Pirates. We're currently up 3-0, whilst the Mepham Pirates have Lily Yepes on third base after that nice RBI triple, and Brianna Gonzalez at the plate. Brianna's bunt goes foul, and it will now be a 1-2 count for Brianna Gonzalez at home plate.
So for those of us who are if this is you tuning in and haven't heard us so far, I'll give you a quick recap of what's going on. Mepham's been staying extremely disciplined at the plate. This is the best hitting I've seen from them in a while. Their offense has kind of gone quiet in the last couple of games, but they're picking up steam. They're staying disciplined. They're slowly and steadily chipping away and getting some runs across.
Pierce's pitch is outside. Also, Lauren Pierce for the Carey Seahawks had a little bit of trouble in the beginning, and that trouble could be coming back to her, even though she's had some great shining so far in this game, the ace for the Seahawks. It hasn't gotten her way as much as she was hoping for so far to start off this game today. But either way, it's a 3-0 lead for the Pirates, and Pierce will wind up now to Brianna Gonzalez. Gonzalez fouls one back.
And both of us jumped. If you also I would assume our audio was also out for Sean getting nailed by a foul ball that went over the gate, hit him right in the shoulder. He is doing okay. For those who are concerned, he is fine.
No one's concerned. Hi, Dad.
I might as well say hi, Dad.
And Brianna takes it outside for ball 4. And Yepes gonna steal home. Yepes safe at the plate after stealing home.
That's a great hook slide by Lily Yepes. Able to get around the tag. Lily Yepes, that's a drill we work on in practice.
Yepes makes it 4-0 for the Mepham Pirates, and Brianna Gonzalez will have a walk to first, but Lily Yepes makes it 4-0 off of that terrific base running there. And now coming up to the plate with a runner on first is the very dangerous Alana Morris, who previously in the first inning had a sac fly into center field, which got one Lily Yepes home. Deals. Brianna Gonzalez steals, and Brianna Gonzalez caught stealing at second. And that will end the inning for the Mepham Pirates after a great inning. Pirates lead 4-0. And now Pierce gets out of it. And now coming back on the mound for the Mepham Pirates will be Kaylee Roth, who has so far dominated this game, not allowing a hit going into the top of the third. Again, Pirates 4, Seahawks 0.
You want to talk about Kaylee Roth pitching a no-hitter so far through two, and Kaylee Roth has been relying on her fastball, relying on that velocity that she's got. She got great speed on her pitches. She also got great movement. She's relying on really fastball, but she's done a great job at balancing her pitches, balancing the amount of fastballs to off speed. She's using her fastball in big moments, using off speed when she just simply needs a strike or simply thinks she's in the head of her opponent. She's doing a great job, and this no hitter. I would not be shocked if it continues a couple innings, maybe through the entire game. She's being absolutely dominant today.
Agree with you there, Meadow. And Kaylee Roth is going to take the mound back again. And the Seahawks will now have to lead off with number 25, left fielder Kayla Todazia. Maybe we could see Todazia can start working that Carey Seahawks magic.
I know we always talk about do you remember that Calhoun baseball game where we spent like 5 innings just talking about the walk-up songs, the Colts? Remember that?
Yeah.
I think the Pirates softball team. I think they have the cold speed today.
Well, that's all about chemistry, man. The whole dugout is full of chemistry. They're all friends in there. They've all bonded so quickly. But anyways, coming back to the field, Carey Roth will pitch to the leadoff hitter for the Carey Seahawks, Kayla Tordazia, and she just takes ball 1.
This is why Mepham's able to be so good. You talk about the chemistry. You hear how loud they are in the dugout. Even the girls who simply ride the bench even the girls who don't get much playing time and stand on the bench, they're all so supportive of their teammates. These girls have become simply a family. These girls are basically a family.
Tordazia just took ball 2, and she'll take strike 1. 2-1 count now for Kayla Tordazia.
She's waiting on off speed, contrary to the rest of her team.
Tordazia swings and misses for now a 2-2 count. Hoping to start the Seahawks off hot so far.
That's got to be devastating for her. She got her pitch. She just missed it.
Yeah, she knew it too. Kaylee Roth deals. And it's a little high above the letters. Count is now full, 3-2.
Umpire's gone a little bit of a low strike zone. It's been consistent throughout the entire game, so it's something to watch in the critical moments of the game.
Ross pitch. Tordazia makes contact, and that's going to go foul over the Carey dugout into the bushes of Mepham. And the count is still full, 3-2.
A very high level defensive game for the Pirates. Not been allowing to get any in play. And when they are,
Tordazia backwards K for Carey Roth, her first of the day. And now coming up the Carey Seahawks will be the second baseman, number 14, Madison Bolesky.
Madison Bolesky. She's pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, she struck out her first time up.
That is correct.
So that might be in her head. So she's probably gonna be waiting.
Oh no, excuse me. No, she did not strike out. She actually grounded out her first.
She grounded though, so that probably changes her approach. So she's one of the lone Seahawks that can make contact off of Roth. So she's probably gonna wait for a fastball.
Great there. It's a grounder to Dominique. Dominique darts it over the first, so that will be the second out of the inning. And now coming up to bat for the Carey Seahawks will be the right fielder, number 21, Stephanie Amato.
Saw Delutri and Morris, a little handshake, get hyped out of a routine ground ball. That's just the kind of family that these Mepham Pirates are.
I agree with you there, Mano. And Carey's first pitch is outside. Fastball for ball 1. Amato, a very powerful Roth throwing a pretty soft bat to start off.
She knows she's in the heads of pretty much the entire Seahawks roster, so she's gonna start relying on that off speed a little bit, trying to get the Seahawks to chase. And just expect her with 2 strikes. I'd expect her to go fast.
Roth try to go chasing high, but can't get her there. It's a 2-2 count now for Stephanie Amato.
Have the Seahawks had a base runner yet?
No, they have not. Roth has apparently had a no hit. Oh, yes, a perfect game, actually, believe it or not. Oh, and Roth thought she could have had it there, but Amato now has a count full for 3-2.
This umpire has been really low, giving the pitchers low and outside, not really high and inside. A little shocked that one wasn't called to strike.
And that will be ball 4, and there goes your perfect game because of the Mano curse. And now the no-hitter is still intact, but a perfect game has come to an end.
Talk about the Mano curse, announcer drink, whatever you want to call it. We can't go a game without it showing up. We cannot go a game.
There's always the Mano curse. There's always. It's just a BMB thing.
It is just a BMB thing.
Roth deals. Looks for a drag bunt. Go back to first. Amato gets back. And currently at the plate is Emma Langstrand, number 44, the flex for the Carey Seahawks. Roth looking to wind up. Deals. Makes contact. It's a blooper. And there goes the no-hitter for Carey Roth. Can they get a second? And they do! They get Stephanie Amato at second. And that ends the inning for the Mepham Pirates, getting out of what was a pretty easy inning for them. Giving up 1 hit and 1 walk was Carey Roth, and that ends the inning for the Pirates. Pirates still up 4-0 against the Seahawks. So, Mano, so far into this game, what have you seen?
I've seen just the family of the Mepham Pirates, just the chemistry that they have, just simply been carrying them through. You see every time when Morse or Delutri makes one of the plays in that middle infield or that outside left side of the infield, they've always been so hyped over a routine ground ball. You hear how loud the Pirates are getting when one of their teammates is up to bat. It's just a family that they've built, and Carey really hasn't matched that intensity, and also the intensity of the defense. It's not only just been their chemistry on the defensive side, but they've been performing on defense. They've been staying extremely fundamentally sound. They've also been really fundamentally sound. They've been staying disciplined at the plate. This is just a very solid. This isn't going to be the game that jumps off the score sheet for the Pirates, but they've been staying fundamentally sound. They've been staying disciplined, and it's been working, and that's why they're up 4-0. Excuse me.
I agree with you there, Matt. And taking the mound back for the Carey Seahawks will be number 30, Lauren Pierce. Lauren Pierce, so far to begin, has been showing her velocity still maintained going to the bottom of the third, but Mepham Pirates have just been able to get to her so far. And coming out to bat for the Mepham Pirates will be number 16, Alana Morse, the Nassau County Player of the Year candidate.
Morse is
going
to
to works for the
setting
pitch.
fastball. I'm telling.
Morse looks at another strike.
That was a filthy pitch. That was a filthy pitch.
Let's see if Morse can maybe see if she can get that fastball that she's been wanting.
Her velocity has been up all game. Slowing it down there was a perfect idea.
Positioning outside. They worked for that outside fastball for Morse to chase, but she will not. And now it is a 1-2 count for Alana Morse.
I'm not really sure what Carey's thinking, trying to get them to chase. They haven't done it at all this game.
Alana Morse whips one to short. It's a nice play made by the shortstop, Kayla DeMeo. And that will be the first out of the inning for the Mepham Pirates. And now the cleanup hitter coming up to hit, Haley Guerrero.
You're the parents in the background saying, keep it simple. That's exactly what Mepham's been doing. Staying disciplined, not chasing. And if you're Carey, you got to stop relying on the outside. You got to start going inside and try and fool them on a little bit of off-speed pitches.
Yeah, all these fans coming out for this one, especially on Senior Day, and Haley Guerrero takes a look at strike one. Guerrero looking for another fastball like Morse was looking for, but Morse just couldn't fully connect on it. Guerrero smokes one to outfield. The center fielder, though, Gianna Percassi, will make a nice play for the second out of the inning. And now coming up is the very powerful Kylie Persampier.
I think she got a chance to break in the new bat. I would assume she's going to be sitting fastball this entire inning.
Excuse me, Kylie Persampier, according to BMB's own Miss Gillish. And Kylie maintains a lot of power on that bat, and she's ready to hit.
She looks fired up, a little bit upset that she didn't get the full contact on that first fly out to left.
Kylie a little late on that pitch for strike one.
Kylie has been she's gonna be sitting fastball. The Carey's made a great adjustment and moving to relying on their off speed more. So it's gonna be a good at bat, I can tell you that much.
Go through there now. Kylie takes the ball.
Got me to jump.
I didn't jump, actually.
Hit the fence right at my face.
You jumped. I didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The fence is there, and I knew it wasn't going to hit me. Meanwhile, I still had the biggest flinch of the day. You didn't even flinch when the ball hit you on the shoulder. Meanwhile,
no, it's just the experience, man.
It's just the experience.
I played baseball my whole life.
So have I. So have I, but I don't have people pitching inside to me now, do I?
Debatable. And either way, Kylie comes up with a 2-1 count. Kylie. takes now a 30-1 count. Pierce trying to find that strike zone right now. Now she has to be careful with the 3-1 count.
Kyle's going to be... I'd assume they go off speed here.
High. Oh, excuse me. Now it's a 3-1 count.
3-2.
Is it
No,
3-2?
it's full, yes.
I thought it was 3-1. Oh my God, it is 3-2. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just correct yourself. So now with 3-2 count, I'd expect a fastball.
Kylie looks at strike 3.
She was not happy about that one. That'll end the inning.
No, Pierce ends the inning with a very nice pitch. Pierce gets out of it, and the Pirates going into the top of the fifth lead 4-0.
To me, that looked like a ball with like combination of a little bit too high, a little bit too outside. I would have called that a ball, but at least they're staying consistent with it.
That's true there, man.
That's been called a strike the entire game. To me, that looks like a ball, but they've been consistent with it, so I can't argue that much, can I?
They can't really, man.
So they're gonna keep Roth in the game of going upwards of 50-60 pitches.
Yeah, Roth has only given up 1 hit and 1 walk the whole game, throwing a beautiful shutout performance so far. Now, going into the top of the fourth, Carey Roth currently throwing, like I just said, an excellent game, has 2 strikeouts on the day, and now will deal away to begin this inning against the number 2 hitter, Ava Regano.
Ava Regano trying to look at the different hitting philosophies of both teams. They've just been stay disciplined, wait for your pitch, so that's why their offense hasn't been exploding like it has. That's why their offense hasn't been exploding like it has in their first game against Carey. Also, their offense has been a little bit of a slump, but their offense has been staying disciplined. They've just been waiting for their pitch, and their defense is shut up today.
Regano takes one in for strike 1. Roth throwing an excellent game so far. But let's see if Regano can maybe get some momentum started for the Carey Seahawks. Regano smokes one up center field for a leadoff single. Lily Yepes will field that in. Now coming up will be the dangerous starting pitcher for the Carey Seahawks, the 3-hitter Lauren Pierce.
Lauren Pierce has seen as much. Lauren Pierce, as a pitcher, she's got to be watching as much of Carey Roth as she can. So I would assume she knows exactly assume she'd have a good idea of what Roth is going to try and do here.
That's strike 1 from Carey Roth. Mepham can really look for a nice 6-4-3 double play here. And they might get that. Safe at first, but Roth makes a great play, gets her out at second. Nice play made by Roth to Delutri. And now Pierce gets on first with a lot of speed within her legs. And now the cleanup hitter coming up, the shortstop, number 11, Kaylee DeMeo.
That was a smart play by Roth to get the lead runner. With interesting development, we got 2 Pirates in the bullpen. It looks to be Gia Michio, the pitcher, warming up. Gia Michio and Giselle Delutri.
They got her in a pickle. Our Pirates get to call time quick. And they will count the stolen base indeed for Lauren Pierce. You're going to let Pierce advance to third, I believe, off a balk.
Really?
I believe so.
What'd they get her for?
Yes, they called a balk. She stole second, but then the balk was intact. And now coming up for the Carey Seahawks will be still Kaylee DeMeo at bat. DeMeo looks outside for ball 1.
So now that the double play is out of cards, Mepham's going to start trying to get her chase.
See what Carey can do here. Carey looks at strike one. 2-1 count now for Kelly DeMeo.
A little bit of confusion on what the count is. DeMeo probably thought you had a...
Kelly DeMeo believes her first pitch was a ball.
She thinks it's a 3-0.
She thinks it's a 3-0
instead
yes,
of 2-1, which is a huge difference. Waiting on the call. It looks like they can keep the count intact. It's going to stay 2-1.
Okay, we believe it's going to stay 2-1.
But you got it. Oh no, it is 3-0.
3-0 count.
So it is 3-0.
Coach Stoll not happy about that one at all. So I'll take it outside for ball 4.
So a rightful 4-pitch walk.
DeMeo was not happy at all with that at bat, and our coming to hit will be number 9 for the Carey Seahawks, Alyssa Cohen, but coach for the Mepham Pirates will come and talk to Kelly Roth quick. With runners on the corners, Mano, what does Carey have to do here to try to get none other than Lauren Peters home?
They got to get one into the outfield because anything on the ground, Mepham's turning 2. Mepham's been great defensively. The two girls on the left side of the infield, Delutri and Morris, they both got cannons for arms. So I'd assume Mepham's gonna try and turn 2, and that'll end the inning if they could do so.
Excuse me, Ava Regano is on third base. And now coming to hit will be Alyssa Cohen, the starting catcher.
Cohen cannot hit ground ball because they will turn 2 if she does.
Carey actually plays a pitch runner on third base for Nate, put in Jocelyn Paez. Now the pitch to Cohen. Cohen, they'll call it foul.
She's got herself in a little bit. Cohen's dug herself a little bit of a hole now with an 0-2 count. She's got to stay disciplined and get herself out of it.
Cohen takes it high. Almost got her picked off at first, and they'll call her safe.
Throw beat her. The throw definitely beat her, but the tag by Spina simply was too slow.
Cohen. It's outside again. They try to pick off. Almost got away from Gianna Laspina, but Laspina makes a nice play on it, and now it will be a 2-2 count for Alyssa Cohen.
I'd assume that they try to go fastball low.
Smoke to the left, and Carey's going to get on the board. Pius scores. And now Carey Seahawks are on the board thanks to a Alyssa Cohen RBI single to the left. DeMeo advances to second. Now coming up for the Carey Seahawks will be Gianna Porcasi.
We got 2 Pirates warming up in the bullpen. That looks to be the freshman pitcher, Gia Michio. He's going to be warming up in case Roth can't get herself out of this jam.
Score is now 4-1. Pirates leading against the Seahawks. Roth's pitch is high and inside for ball 1.
They got 2 Pirates warming up. Delutri and Michio, both in the bullpen.
The large lead at second. It's a nice pitch though from Kaylee Roth.
I'd assume if this is a walk, they're going to turn to one of the freshmen warming up.
That is definitely possible. Percassi lays down bunt. They'll take third. They call her safe at third.
Looked to me like she was
Delutri
out.
thought different, but the male's going to be safe at third, sliding in safely. Cohen will slide into second safely. And Coach not liking that one at all. Coach Dolan not liking that call at all.
She had the best viewpoint of anybody. So they're gonna go back and talk about this. I think they can check our replay.
I wish.
I mean, they could I'm not sure if that's possible, but that looked to me like it was an out.
It was very close, but Coach Dolan not happy about that one. And now there are runners on second and third with Gianna Percassi still at the plate. 1-2 count now for Percassi. 1 out. You see the left fielder, Brianna Gonzalez, shift over further. Percassi swings and misses. Roth's third carry of the day. And now coming at the hit will be Kayla Todazia, who had the first hit for the Carey Seahawks, which broke that no-hitter.
I'll say that much. That was an amazing pitch to strike her out. And now Todazia is she serves as the tying run.
Todazia takes a pitch inside for ball 1, and Todazia has, again, runners on the corners. Kayla DeMayo has third.
Second and third.
Yep.
She's got second and third.
Excuse me, I meant runners in scoring position. DeMayo trying to possibly steal home. Cohen on second, DeMayo on third. Tadazia's got a 1-1 count. Roth deals. Outside for ball 2.
DeMayo is leading a little too close for comfort. She's kind of been waning whether or not the steal, she's simply lead or she's actually going to try and steal.
Todazia takes another one. Another strike for a 2-2 count. Now let's see if Kaylee Roth can get out of a big jam here. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Runners in scoring position for the Carey Seahawks. This is Kaylee Todazia. Swings and misses, and Kaylee Roth gets out of a big one. Roth with her 4th carry of the day. Mepham currently still leading at a score of 4-1, and now we'll go into the bottom of the first after a nice momentum shifter. Great inning for the Pirates, although Roth had that rough routing where she gave up that 1 run. Still goes the Pirates' way, and currently now going to the bottom of the 4th. Score, Pirates 4, Seahawks 1.
It's a great resilience from Kaylee Roth. She absolutely showed up. She used all of her pitches in the best way possible. She was able to slowly but surely work herself out of the jam.
Agreed there. Now Piers will be still on the mound. And I believe coming up for the Mepham Pirates, I believe leading off will be I believe it will be Alexis Lafreece leading off, followed by Dominic Delutri and Gianna Laspina.
So Pirates is going to try and get a couple of insurance runs because it looks to me, just judging by the bullpen activity, that they're going to start using their 2 bullpen arms. They're going to go to the bullpen after this inning. So I'd assume they want to try and get a couple of insurance.
I definitely agree with you there, Menno. Now the Pirates maybe are looking for some big insurance runs. Coach Dolan also, additionally, by the way, having a word with the umpire, not liking any of the calls prior to last inning. Last inning, there was a very controversial play at third base where we thought Dominic Delutri tagged Kaylee DeMayo out at third, but umpire called her safe, and none of the Pirates in the Mepham dugout were very happy with that call at all.
We also thought we saw the throw beater. Maybe it was we didn't have the best vantage point on the tag. Too much dirt, especially too much dirt, and we were in front of the play, so we were right in front of the big cloud of dirt, blocking third base, so we couldn't see. We're assuming that the call was that the throw beat her, the tag did not.
Great there, and now leading off for the Mepham Pirates will be number 15, senior from Senior Day, Alexis Lafreece. Alexis, a Delaware commit, not playing softball, but still attending the University of Delaware.
Delutri's been playing a great game so far.
Absolutely, agree with you there. Lafreece hack set, strike one.
Excuse me, this is not Delucci, this is LaFreeze, who also on senior day has been playing. Has also been playing amazing today.
Yes, Alexis LaFreeze and LaFreeze. Here's deals. LaFreeze shows bunt, but it's going to be a one-on-one count for Alexis. Teammates like to call her Lexi, and she also does go by Lexi.
I'd assume that Lexi is not actually intending on bunting. I feel like that was just a bluff.
Probably. Lexi with a one-on-one count. Fouls it off for a 1-2 count now.
You can't show your hand. You can't just show your hand. You got to do a little bit of bluffing. And
Agree with you there.
It's working. I feel. It's got a feeling it's gonna work. Could end at a base hit if she gets her pitch.
Agree with you there. Lexi LaFreeze now with a 1-2 count. LaFreeze takes one high for a 2-2 count. Excuse me, it's now count as full 3-2. That was ball 3. LaFreeze. Pierce winds up. LaFreeze makes contact, but it's going to go into the gate behind home plate for a foul ball. A little late in that ball.
LaFreeze is waiting on a fastball. She got it. She fouled it off. She's just got the top of her bat.
Definitely there, Mano, and LaFreeze battling off. Pitch. LaFreeze smokes one into the left center field, and that's going to get her extra bases. LaFreeze runs first. LaFreeze has the stand-up double to lead off the inning for the Mepham Pirates after what was a fantastic at-bat. And I'll come up as the SCSU D2 commit, Dominique Delutri.
So Dominique Delutri, with now runners in scoring position, she hasn't had that this game. So now Delutri on senior day is going to. I'd assume she's going to be also sitting on a fastball.
Delutri digs in. Delutri fouls one off a little early on that fastball for strike one. Now you have Lexi LaFreeze on second, who has a lot of speed. So let's see if Dominique can get her home.
The support from the Mepham Pirates bench, they're a lot of them they have been all game.
Dominique fouls another one back for now an 0-2 count. Dominique's coming in with an 0-2 count. Peters winds up. Dominique fouling it off again.
Is that 4 straight fouls?
That is 4 straight fouls, and it is still an 0-2 count.
So she's got her pitch. She kept fouling him off. If I'm Pierce, I'm going off speed here.
High fastball. First ball, the actual at bat, and it will now be a 1-2 count. It's a big at bat for the Mepham Pirates. Dominique looks at one low, not liking it, and they'll call it strike 3.
Gianna Rosser is going to come to bat. No.
Umpire not liking that call. My apologies. Coach Dolan not liking that call. But either way, coming out for the Mepham Pirates is number 22, first baseman Gianna Laspina. Mepham fans not liking that last pitch call. LaFreeze stealing third, and LaFreeze is out at third.
You gotta be kidding. Go, Liz. Yeah, go high. One more time, take one more shot.
Looks for the hit and run call there. Coach not liking that from Gianna Rosser. Gianna Laspina.
I think everybody here who was rooting for Mepham or playing for Mepham was upset with that call. But tag was in there. That's coming to us again. Don't get hit, Q.
I knew that one was coming. Now, how did it twice, by the way?
It's twice. No, that wouldn't hit you.
I have it twice. Twice.
One to pitch you.
I don't get it.
Hey, it's early in the morning. It'll wake us up.
I'm already know. I'm gonna go sleep.
We've had busy. We both had busy Fridays.
Oh my god. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Still sitting on. He's sitting on high fastball. Not gonna get at this pitch. They're showing outside.
It's fouled off. Still an 0-2 count.
They got balls to give, so I'm assuming Carey might
Must be enough.
for off speed.
Swings and misses for strike 3. Excellent inning for Lauren Pierce there for the Carey Seahawks. Gets out of it. And now Mepham going to the top of the 5th. Still leading 4-1. Pirates offense was alive there. Just couldn't execute enough.
That was simply a dominant outing by Lauren Pierce. Looked like she had full control over all 4 Mepham batters she faced, even the ones she gave up hits to.
Goes through there now. Mepham Pirates, Kelly Roth back on the mound. Mepham Pirates will take the field. So, man, so far, what are your takeaways from this game?
I'll say this, both teams have a lot of confidence in their pitchers, and for good reason. Both pitchers have been dominant today. They both had great control, but I think Mepham, or Coach Dolan, starting to have a little bit too much confidence in her pitcher, Kaylee Roth, because she's got herself in a little bit of a jam, able to work herself out of it, only get 1 run of damage, but excuse me.
Bless you, Mano.
Thank you.
Allergy season's back coming around.
I don't have allergies. I don't have allergies, but as I was saying, I would not be shocked, and I think Mepham should have their bullpen on speed dial, as they do have Giselle Delutri,
the freshman,
yeah,
the younger sister of Dominique Delutri.
They're gonna get. I would assume that Roth is gonna have a little leeway. As soon as she gets in a jam, they might pull her.
Now leading off for the Carey Seahawks is number 14, Madison Boleski. It's outside for ball 1.
With Delutri. So, with Delutri warming up, that you have to assume that.
Smoked the left center. Yepes gets there. Boleski had nice contact and power on that one, but Lily Yepes and her speed in that center field corner get there, and that will be the first out of the inning.
Look at that speed from Lily. She might be that shoulder bothering her. She looked like she was shaking off her shoulder. She's gonna stay in.
Roth deals, calls a pitcher, catches the corner for strike 1.
So both these teams excelling in
Roth. Grounder to second. Stays with it. Amato had a grounder to second. Great play made by Gianna Rosser, and that will be the second out of the inning. And coming to bat will be coming back to the top of the order, Grace Limegruder. Two outs for the Seahawks. Limegruder, possibly with the bunt.
No, she's going to try and slap it. Serving the same role as Lily Yepes does when she leads off the game. Limegruder, leadoff hitter, got great speed. I believe Stephanie Amato got a little shaken up with that last play. That
that left hand bothering her a little bit. And now Mepham's going to have a mound visit with Carey Roth. Just the teammates talk it over while both coaches help out number 21, the right fielder for the Carey Seahawks, Stephanie Amato.
So with the motto out, that gives that's a lot of problems for the outfield. Who comes in to play outfield if she can't go on?
Well, you have Jocelyn Paez, and then you have Danielle Kelly subbing in, getting ready possibly for the Carey Seahawks. But
Only had 2 subs though.
Only 2 subs, but Stephanie Amato could stay in for this one. We'll find out in a sec.
They got the ice. They got the ice going.
Little windy down at the Mepham South Diamond.
Everybody's phone is turning into a paperweight down here at the table.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Thank you. She's on her way this way.
1-1 count now for number 4, Grace Limegruder. Limegruder chases and swings for strike 2.
Just gonna try and slap one, probably trying to slap one right down the middle. They left the middle of the infield wide open.
1-2 count. Outside for ball 1. Limegruder steps in, makes contact, ground to Rosser. Rosser won the inning for the Mepham Pirates. Going to the bottom of the 5th, the Pirates still maintain a 4-1 lead. Carey Roth with an excellent inning there. And also, let's hope Stephanie Amato, number 21, the right fielder, is okay. And either way, Lauren Pierce will take back the mound for the Carey Seahawks. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates 4, Seahawks 1.
I'd assume that they're gonna stay with Piers as they should. I feel like Piers has also gotten herself in her fair share of trouble. She's also thrown her fair share of pitches, probably upwards of the 60s, maybe she's probably thrown upwards of the 50s, 60s herself. So if I'm Carey, I'd also have the bullpen on speed dial right about now.
Definitely with you there, Mano. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, coming towards the ending of this game, and already we've seen from Piers, she's had a very great outing, believe it or not. Even though she's given up 4 runs, that velocity on that fastball is still holding up. That changeup looks great, and even though it's 4 runs, it's been a decentable, good start for Piers, and Piers is going to stay in this one. She's going to look to keep that dominance going. Gets number 2 leading off, who just made a great play last inning, a few great plays last inning for the Mepham Pirates. Number 2, Gianna Rosser, the senior.
Waiting on the coach to get to first. So now we can get to playing.
And Roth's first pitch, not Roth, it's Pierce's first pitch is down the middle for strike 1. Pierce deals. Rosser swings and misses for strike 2.
It's an amazing pitch. It's an amazing pitch right there.
That is, especially when you're the ace of the Carey Seahawks. And the Carey Seahawks, 4-6 records so far in the season. And if you're the ace of a team like that could be on the fringe of a playoff run, you never know. Having a good ace like this is always really important. Rosser takes a ball outside.
Let's go, Gigi! Let's go, Sue! You got it!
Curious. Excuse me.
Rosser
has been waiting on that fastball. She got it.
Rosser's dribbler to Pierce, and Pierce was first for the first out of the inning. And now coming back up to the top of the order, Lily Yepes will bat now. Lily Yepes has had a very dominant day at the plate, been very speedy in the field and great in the outfield today. Definitely one of the key players coming to this game, and has proven why she is one of those key players coming to this game.
Lily Yepes. See, I'm going to She's probably going to try and slap it with nobody on. Probably slap it to the middle of the field, which again has been left wide open. They're not playing any shift.
Ball outside. I agree with you there, Mano. And also, while we take a look at the weather outside today, finally we have some great morning weather on a Saturday. Nice morning, 82 degrees. Beautiful here at Mepham High School.
I mean, Cumulonimbus Charles predicted it perfectly. Or what was he yesterday?
Cyclone Chuck?
Cyclone Chuck.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. That was, in my opinion, one of the best morning announcements of the year yesterday. That's just absolutely.
Matt Meadow had your Wake 'em Up from Sports, and me and Haley Hepworth had your morning announcements.
I might be a little biased, but I think that sports report was pretty good if I do say so myself.
It was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, Matt. And now, either way, Lily Eppes has a 2-1 count, I believe.
Yeah, 2-1.
Haha, it is 2-1. I'm proud of myself.
You proud? You should be proud of yourself.
High fastball, 3-1 count. So now, Mano, last game when you weren't here for the Mepham baseball game when they took on Great Neck South, AJ Freed was my side commentator, and most of the game he talked about bunnies on the field. How do you feel about that, being your replacement for a game?
Excuse me, what now? No, I didn't hear. I heard that right. No, say that again. I'm making sure I heard that right.
Oh, yeah, no, and after Lily Eppes just took strike 2, my side commentator for last baseball game was AJ Freed, who for most of the game actually talked about bunnies running on the field.
Yeah, now I gotta go home and watch that game, because that sounds like extremely entertaining.
It was really funny, though.
Meanwhile, I was over at Great Neck South High School.
And Yepes smokes with a short, excellent play made by Kaylee DeMeo, and it will not be grabbed up by the first. It will not be scooped up by the first baseman, Grace Limegruder, and Yepes will have a infield single.
So as I was saying, while you guys were calling that game, it seemed very entertaining. Probably should. Everybody should when you're done watching this game, maybe check out the baseball game we have on the BMB YouTube and all of our other broadcasts. We got some great stuff coming up. And me.
Indeed, Mano.
Well, while you guys were doing that, I was over at Great Neck South High School for a track meet where...
Either way, Brianna Gonzalez hits one down the line. And that's going to stay fair. Lily Eppes turning on the jet. She's come home. Yepes safe at the plate. And Brianna Gonzalez has a stand-up triple. Score is now 5-1 Pirates. Lily Eppes base running excellent there. Brianna Gonzalez showing off why she is one of the key players coming to this game, the 3-hitter. And now coming up is the extremely dangerous Alana Morse with a runner on third.
What an amazing piece of hitting by Gonzalez. Just able to stay fair. Now with Gonzalez looking like they got to turn to their bullpen. If they have a bullpen arm, they only got 2 subs today.
Yeah, definitely. And now Piers getting a talk with her teammates here.
So I'd assume maybe... I'd assume that Lily Eppes right after that. After she scored, she went up right to Alana Morse, like you told her that she's got this. That burst of confidence, maybe reinvigorating Morse, who had a good game. It's not for her standards. She's been had a good game for everybody else's standards, just not hers.
Alana Morse looks outside for ball 1. Brianna Gonzalez very speedy on third, always ready for maybe a hit and run type play. Morse takes one for strike 1. They try to pick Gonzalez off third, and she'll slide back safely.
At the middle of the infield, particularly the second baseman, Madison Bilowski. She's saying very back, expecting Morse to go for power instead of contact.
Morse takes one high for ball 2. Morse has a 2-1 count. Morse. Piers deals. Morse smokes one on left. That's high. It's deep. And all you can do is lay that one. 2-1 shot. Very Nassau County Player of the Year candidate. All Kayla Tanzia could do was watch And look at that beauty go over the left field wall. And Alana Morris has yet another home run of the season. Pirates now lead 7-1.
That was a moonshot, just to say the least.
Alana Morris, you heard that come right off the bat, and that went high, deep, and you can kiss that goodbye.
You knew it was going off the bat.
Alana Morris, yet just keeps dominating this great 2021 season campaign she is going for Player of the Year. And next up for the Mepham Pirates will be Haley Guerrero. Guerrero fouls that one off for strike one.
You think Lily gave Morris that confidence she needed after she went up, after she scored, told her she got this, and that's exactly how it happened. And now, look at one of the key players for Carey, Catherine DeMay, doing her best to keep her team in the game. Got a couple of hits, she's had a pretty good game on the field and at the plate. She's one of the girls who was just battling as hard as she can. She had a couple of great at-bats. She was able to work herself out of a hole.
Haley Guerrero has a 1-1 count now.
I'm assuming. Why do I feel like this next ball is going to go straight? This next ball play is going to go straight to DeMayo.
It does not. It goes to the third baseline. Number 2, Ava Lugano's going to lose it. And Guerrero's going to get it safely with a nice double.
But you want to know who recovered it? It was Kaylee DeMayo, so I guess in a way I was right.
Not really. It was a granite to Ava Regano, actually. Not Kaylee DeMayo. In a little way, I guess.
Went straight to Regano, but DeMayo recovered it. Saved the base. Now Kylie Person-Pire. He had to get a hit today.
Kylie Person-Pire coming up to hit. Here's deals. Kylie looks high and outside for ball one.
Judging from what I've seen from Kylie in these first couple of at-bats, she likes those pitches that are low. If she gets good contact, it's gone.
Kylie smokes one down the left field line. Look at old Guerrero at third, Kylie at first. Now Kylie at the bat. The Mepham Pirates, who had a double last inning, will be Alexis Lofreese.
Freeze, look at that Freeze now. Going to driving Kylie. Get it to right field, then Kylie's coming home. You get one behind the right fielder, Amato. Excuse me.
Jimmy Chio, I believe, is grabbing the helmet and might be pitch running here. And that is what's going to happen. Jimmy Chio is going to pitch run for Kylie Person-Pire.
Now probably, to me, that sounds like the end of Kaylee Roth's day. Because Michio she was warming up in the bullpen as we look at the infield lineup. We got Madison Valesky playing a little deep, playing right by that grass line. That means a lot of ground ball hitters, so it's give him a lot more time to react, maybe turn 2.
Lofreese. Low and inside for ball 1. Lofreese has runners on the corners. Machio now on first with Haley Guerrero on third.
I'd assume that Guerrero. Yeah. Try and go for contact here. Just move the runner.
That's ball 2 now for Lofreese.
Excuse me, Lofreese. I assume Lofreese go for contact, don't you think?
I would possibly maybe do a hit and run here.
It's what I was.
You have one out. Why not?
Same thing. So I was thinking the same thing.
Ball 3. It's a 3-0 count now for Lofreese. Now, what do you do here, Mano? If it's down the middle, does Lofreese try to be cautious and maybe try to take one for a ball?
This is a huge debate in Major League Baseball right now. Do you swing on a 3-0 count?
Definitely. I think Lofreese takes it, and she does for ball 4. The bases are now juiced for the college commit herself, Dominique Delutri.
Going back to that 3-0 count, I need to hear your take on this because if you remember a couple of years ago, Fernando Tatis, the game was over. He had a 3-0 count, and it was like they were up by like 6 or so runs, and Tatis got a cookie on a 3-0 pitch, took it to the moon. What's your take on that?
I would never swing on a 3-0 count, to be honest with you. That's just me. If it's 3-2, then of course you have to be cautious of that plate. But until that, I don't swing.
You don't swing on a 3-0 to me. If you're gonna give to me, I disagree with you. Like obviously there are some unwritten rules that you need to respect, but if you're gonna give me a cookie on a 3-0 pitch, if you're gonna give me something that I can take to the moon.
Coach for the excuse me there, man. Coach for the Carey Seahawks went to go talk with Lauren Pierce there, just to see what you do here with the bases loaded, and you have one of Mepham's hottest players coming up to hit. College commit again to SCSU. Dominique Delutri up to bat.
I'm pretty sure Carey doesn't have any bullpen pitchers. They don't have a bullpen today.
I don't believe they do. I believe the roster's a little short today.
They're short-handed due to either quarantines, injuries, or otherwise.
Go through there, man. All right, now Dominique Delutri's going to come up to hit. Delutri takes a ball high outside.
So Delutri, it's got to be sitting on anything she can hit. Anything in the outfield to score a run.
Delutri smokes one to left center. That's getting it down. Bellmore will score. Play at third. Machio is safe. Base still loaded. Delutri with a nice RBI single to left. Score is now 8-1 Pirates. And now coming up for the Mepham Pirates is number 22, Gianna Lespino with the bases juiced.
Walk-up song still going hard. I love it.
I love the walk-up songs.
They didn't have them the last time we were here when we got rained out. They didn't have them.
I wasn't at that rain out game actually.
You weren't. But I remember you reporting on the midweek update the next day. And speaking of, this week you can join Ava Scheffler and Riley Freed on midweek update as they take you around the Bellmore-Merrick community to report on the stories we don't always get to see. And this week we have Jake Winkleman explores the Senior Experience Book Buddies project, and Morgan Halfkey presents her own silent film. Tune into the BMB midweek update every Wednesday.
Spina hits one in the infield. That's to be caught by the shortstop. That will be Kaylee DeMayo's ball. But yes, as you just spoke about, Mano, yes, you can always join Midweek Update. Tune in to the Midweek Update Wednesday and every Wednesday only on the BMB YouTube channel.
And who had your midweek weekend Mepham Sports this week? Oh, none other than yours truly.
Matthew Meadows.
I'm essentially I'm becoming a mainstay on midweek update now.
Gianna Rosser takes a ball high above the letters for ball one.
Hear the parents calling contact. Hearing the coach calling contact. That's exactly what you got to do. Just keep this rally going. Essentially put it away.
Bases loaded. 2 outs for Rosser. Rosser swings and misses for strike 2. Try to pick Machio off at third.
Couldn't do it. Throw it. Those third base pickoffs. Mepham's doing a great job. Their base running. I've not made any miscues on the base paths today. It's been keeping their offense down and keeping it running.
Rosser chases strike 2. They got to pick off G and Machio at third. Coach is not liking that one. Nor the Mepham fans, and that will end the inning.
See, that kind of play can suck the momentum out of a team. I know you were up watching that game yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 11th inning, and Jonathan VR was able to get to third with no out, and then they picked him off.
Agree with you there, Mano.
And the Mets didn't score.
You know, one bad play changes all your momentum, or one good play can make that momentum go all the way up. But either way, going to the top of the 6th, the Mepham Pirates will take the field, and let's see if Roth stays in the game, and she does. Kaylee Roth will keep on the mound. Going to the top of the 6th. Pirates currently lead 8-1. And let's see if possibly the Carey Seahawks can get a rally going here. With leading off will be Ava Regano.
They need a big one. But hey, back on the Mets game. At least good for us. The replaced Mets won yesterday, so that was an amazing game. We got a great game.
Did you just call them replacements?
Yes, I saw it on Twitter. I thought it was pretty funny. Because they're trotting out a AAA team right now. It's very enjoyable. But the young guys are hitting well, and these Mepham Pirates, they're young guys. They're freshmen. They're sophomore. Lily Yepes on senior day. The young guys are hitting, especially the seniors carrying the Mepham Pirates today, though.
Yeah, definitely. Senior day, you gotta let the seniors take some of this that bright lights, and either way, Kaylee Roth will take back the mound with leading off for the Carey Seahawks will be number 2, the starting third baseman, Ava Regano.
So Regano's gonna have to start a rally.
Roth's first pitch. We'll see if she goes fastball or off speed. She goes fastball, and it's a single up the left field line. Now Coach Dolan telling her team on the field to try to turn 2 here. And now coming to hit will be the dangerous Lauren Pierce, who's today's starting pitcher as well for the Carey Seahawks. Pierce fouls one back on the gate.
Almost strikes us again.
Bad luck today, bad luck.
We have not had.
Mano, I think it's your Mano curse.
It is not. I haven't said anything about the balls coming to us, so I wouldn't. So there's nothing to. So it can't be.
Pierce smokes one to Dominique.
That could be 2.
Dominique, they'll get one at second, and off the fielder's choice, Pierce will have Carey will have a runner on first off the fielder's choice. Regano's out at second. Now coming up to hit for the Carey Seahawks will be number 11, shortstop Kayla DeMayo.
So Dominique Delutri, they're probably going to turn 2, but Delutri hesitated on the throw. She's deciding between either she flips it off out of her glove or takes it out, and that caused double play to be out of the question.
It's up for ball 1. Pierce steals. They're going to call it out at second.
So now that
picked off at second, and now coming up to hit again now is still Kayla DeMayo at bat, but however, the Mepham Pirates now have 2 outs on the Carey Seahawks.
I'll say this much. You have a pinch runner, and that was not exactly the Seahawks put in Jocelyn Paz as a pinch runner, and she did not get the best jump. That's the kind of base running miscue that just kills a rally.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely. And they're gonna call another strike. Now it's a 2-2 count for Kayla DeMayo.
So the throw from third was a little too high to handle, where Gianna Laspina is now coming up to bat for the Seahawks is Alyssa Cohen.
And joining us, no. And Kayla DeMayo, after getting a nice single, is now on first. And it's a little blooper to third base to Alana Morris. So Alana Morris will make a nice, easy play. And now that will end the inning for the Pirates. And joining us on the broadcast is BMB's Mr. Stein, his very own son, Max Stein. Max, how are you doing today?
Good.
You doing good, Max? You just got to Mepham. How you enjoying you had a good day so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Matt, it's only 11:36.
Well, I mean, I've only been up for I got up at like 8 o'clock in the morning and then just rushed here.
So Max, what are you seeing from this game so far from both teams?
Looks like some nice defensive plays by the Pirates.
Definitely right there, Max.
I've seen Max.
Alana Morris has been making great plays, and Lily Yepes for the Mepham Pirates as well. And Max, just to say it maybe a little bit, we can't be biased in the broadcast, but Max, who are you rooting for today?
Pirates.
So Max, your dad.
Well, our broadcasters are biased. Kidding.
So Max, your dad claims that you know more about baseball than me. So are you a Mets fan or a Yankees fan?
Yankees fan.
You're a Yankees fan. So how do you think they've been doing so far?
Bad.
Do you think they've been doing bad?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a slow start. Slow start, okay?
Slow start. You think the Yankees will pick it up?
Yes.
No.
Break it down for me.
Well, Corey Kluber just came off a no-hitter. I think Jamison Tyon will pick up the pace. I think Garrett Cole's already broken a Corbin Burns record set this year. I think that the Yankee starting pitchers will pick up the pace. I think Aroldis Chapman's gonna keep doing what he's doing. I think if Gary Sanchez and Gleyber Torres get their bats together again, it'll be the Yankees will be doing really well by the end of the year. I think they got a real shot at the World Series this year.
Oh my God! Well, Max, you officially know more than Matt Mano. I'd rather listen to you about baseball more than Matt Mano.
Bro, I don't want to see Yankees. Don't act like I don't. Don't act like you know.
I'll tell you something about the Mets.
Oh, okay. So what do you think about the replacements? Like Jonas V. Vargas with that extra base hit.
The Mets have.
Definitely.
They're simply the Mets, and they're injured beyond belief. As we get back to game action today.
Thank you, Max, for joining our broadcast. But Gianna Rosser's going to have a drag bunt. Rosser's going to get on first safely to start the rally for the Mepham Pirates. Great start for the Pirates.
Not like the rallies. Not like the rally is necessary. They're up 8-1. So it'll be exciting to see. It'll be exciting. So Mepham's just having fun at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Now at bat, for the Mepham Pirates is the lefty BMB member herself, Lily Yepes, who has played above every expectation today. Lily Yepes came into the game being one of the key players for today, and by far she has proven to be maybe the best key player, along with her teammate and one of her best friends, Alana Morris.
I think Morris has got to be play of the game. Only one with a home run today. That was a moonshot too. That was long gone off the bat.
Lily takes one high for ball one at the letters. Rosser gets back safely to first.
She swung at that.
She swung at it?
Yes, she swung at that.
My bad. The umpire blocks my view sometimes.
The umpire's not in my way. I think I got the better vantage point. Helps when you get here first, don't you think? ...
And Lily Yepes still at bat though for the Pirates with a 1-1 count. Yepes makes contact.
Is she trying to
back?
Lily, are you trying to hit me or something? I know there's a fence, but still.
Lily fouls it back. Now it's a 1-2 count.
So now, Yepes, I'm assuming she's got to be sitting at a high fastball. Is the kind of player who
Yepes takes one outside for ball 3, I believe.
Well, we could talk about the movement on that pitch. That ball moved.
Really, that ball went right and said strike out wide and went left.
That was a great.
I got my catchphrase in. Strike out wide.
It was a great pitch. That was a great pitch. Too bad it was a ball.
Really? Call a strike. Lily not liking that one. Coach Stoll not liking that either. But either way, now coming up with who had a triple earlier in this game, along with Lily Yepes, who just struck out. Brianna Gonzalez, who had a triple last inning, is now coming up to bat with a runner on first, and Gianna Rosser, who is very speedy and one of the fastest girls on this team.
I would not lie to you. Like I won't be lying, and I said that.
Why would you lie?
Well, like I'd be lying if I said that didn't look like a ball to me, but I'd also be lying if I said the pitch wasn't amazing.
So are you lying to me, or are you not?
No, I'm not lying to you. I said if I said that pitch was not amazing, which means the pitch was amazing. That ball had amazing movement on it.
Hashtag man or lies. Now Brianna Gonzalez comes up to bat.
Bold of you to assume that.
Brianna swings and misses.
That's the kind of swing you don't like.
Brianna's got a 1-2 count now. Brianna hits one over Ivoriano's head, and that's going to get down the line. They get that ball down quickly. Rossera advances to second. Gonzalez at first. And now coming up, the lady who just hit a home run, her last bat, 2-run homer to make the score 8-1, is Alana Morse, the D1 Hofstra commit since 8th grade.
Again, 8th grade. That is that is insane. What were you doing in eighth grade? Well, Alana Morse was getting recruited by D1 schools. Talk about impressive.
Here, really, my God.
That wasn't a rhetorical question, by the way. Like in 8th grade, I was just struggling on.
I'm actually getting text messages right now from a few fans saying that Max knows more than you do, Mano.
I would love to see it. I would love to see him. Is it
Shout out to you know who.
Is it the BMB group chat that I'm not in?
No. Why would it be in that?
I want to see.
We're working right now.
Proof for it didn't happen. Proof for it didn't happen. Also, while you're on your phone during a game. We had a good game.
I gotta check the time sometimes. All right. And also, I was checking the Google Doc for information.
You're gonna watch next time.
Morse being a watch. I don't want to watch this. Now Morse.
Neither do I.
Off the bat. Morse still batting. Brianna Gonzalez on first. Gianna Rosser on second. Morse. Whoa, for another ball. Headers count now. 3-1 for Alana Morse.
Seeing Piers opt to go fastball on 3-1 count. Try and go in an unconventional place for a fastball. Try and blow one by the batter. That's probably what we see.
Smokes one down the right field line, but that's gonna go away foul.
You hear the oohs and the ahs.
Max Stein went for that ball. Max wanted that ball.
He wanted it.
He almost got it.
He almost got it. He's got his track shirt on. He's got track speed. Probably faster than me.
He is faster than you.
Well, he's got better. Well, I'll say this much. He's got better form than me. I'll say that much.
Alana Morse. The 3-2 count. Counts full. Pierce deals. Morse smokes one to short. The man's going to get Rosser at second. Regalo's going to bring it into Pierce. And that is the second out of the inning. And now coming up is a very dangerous starting catcher, Haley Guerrero. There's runners on first and second. Morse on first. Gonzalez on second.
Let's go, Hales.
Let's see if maybe Haley Guerrero can produce some extra insurance runs. Showing bumps
it away.
Tried to do a hit and run there.
Had to have been. But with the only runners on second, the lead runners at second, so a bunt just to advance. With 2 outs, sacrifice bunt isn't really possible, so gotta try and just go for contact, get it over the infield.
It's outside again. Possibly looking for a pitch out there. Thought they could have both stolen. Double steal. Alana Morse and Brianna Gonzalez. Haley Guerrero looking for that fastball. She's trying to find.
That's wild.
Fastball gets out. Gonna take third.
Can they go home?
Brianna Gonzalez safe at third. Alana Morse safe at second off that double steal, off that wild pitch.
The backstop wasn't so close. That probably could have produced a run.
That definitely, well, obviously. Then a lot of runs would have been produced today, a lot more.
Yeah, the backstop saved a couple runs for both sides. Mound visit, as has been stated multiple times before, Carey is playing shorthanded today. They only have 2 subs, neither of which is a bullpen pitcher.
No, I believe Pierce actually got shaken up, possibly. No, Brianna Gonzalez, I believe, got shaken up on that steal to third.
Gonzalez, what hit her head?
You're out of battery, don't worry about it.
Did she hit her head on the base?
No, I believe she. Yes, it was. I believe her head might have hit the ground a little bit there. which is also it's always a very scary injury, even when you wear a helmet.
Shaken up by the impact on the ground.
Yeah, and like when you look at other injuries in sports, especially those head injuries, even if you wear a helmet, it's not always the safest thing. So in the NHL a few days ago, John Tavares actually got hit in the head by a knee, very scary, and was sent to a hospital nearby Toronto and was in critical condition at that time, even wearing a helmet.
Talk about CTE in the NFL, one of the biggest problems facing the league today.
Absolutely. Haley Guerrero still at bat.
You don't see those collisions more often.
Guerrero
Or softball.
looks at another strike. Counts full, 3-2. Haley looks low for ball 4.
That'll load the bases.
Now we'll load the bases for Kylie Persempire. Excuse me, it will not be Kyle Persempire.
Pinch hit.
It will be Gia Machio, who pinch ran for Kylie Persempire a few innings back ago, and Gia will have her first at-bat of the game. Gia Jr., also a pitcher, and like Coach Dolan said, she just knows and wants to be on this team. She said Coach Dolan would say how she wanted it the most out of everyone, and she would work her hardest, and that hard work has paid off, and now look where she is. She's at plate. The base is loaded for the Pirates. Scores 8-1 Pirates over the Seahawks. 2 outs, and let's see what Gia can do. Gia hits a blooper to the outfield. It's going to get down! 1 will score. 2 will score. Alana and Gonzalez both score. Scores now 10-1 Pirates. Gia with a almost a sac fly. I thought it was going to get caught, but it's going to be a blooper single to the outfield. 2 RBI single for Gia Machio. Score now 10-1 Pirates. 1 more run for the Mepham Pirates will indeed be a mercy rule. So let's see what happens here with runners on the corners.
So the 20-3. So replicating 20-3 wasn't going to be possible.
It's a blooper to outfield. Almost a great play made. Lexi Lefreeze will have a single. Almost a great play made by the second baseman, Madison Boleski.
So it'll be. They're going to call her out. Out at first.
They're going to call her out for interference.
Call her out on first.
She took a step off the baseline and the first baseline, and they believe that it was interference.
Right,
and
that's the right call. That is
taking the field now for the Pirates. I believe Kaylee Roth is still pitching for the Mepham Pirates with a score of 10-1 going into the top of the 6th.
Honestly, I'm a little bit like one more run, there would have been mercy rule. So from the Seahawks, they caught a huge break because now they now have a chance. They can maybe come back and win this game.
Yeah, the Seahawks can start some big rally here. Could be big.
Be a huge rally. They're going to keep Roth and try to go for the complete game. Only 1 run allowed.
Going into the top of the 7th, Kaylee Roth looking for her complete game. Only 1 run given up today. I believe only 3 hits given up today as well for Kaylee Roth. Has produced 5 Ks, I also believe. And now, let's see if the Mepham Pirates can close this one out with a leading score right now of 10-1.
It's going to be... I think that Carey could probably produce some runs. Roth has got to be fatigued, got to be hurting a little bit. So I would assume that there could be a rally getting going for the Carey Seahawks.
Agree with you there. Let's see if they can produce maybe some momentum and get a big rally going. They are down by 9, but hey, you never know. And let's see what the Carey Seahawks can do. With Gianna Percassi leading off. She takes ball 1 inside.
Inside? What do you mean? It was behind her.
Excuse me, outside. Why did I say inside?
Everybody makes mistakes. Just got to make sure everybody makes mistakes to play it off.
to ground out a third. Alana Moore's excellent play. Darts hit the first for the first out of the inning to Gianna Lespina.
One down. Or
2 to go.
1 down, 2 to go. So now they're gonna Jocelyn pass for her first at bat. Pinch ran a couple of times, got picked off, caught stealing.
Yeah, and hey, Kaylee Roth has pitched a great game on senior day, and definitely going to miss her leaving the program after this year. But then you have some of those juniors who now become seniors then, and then you have to worry about those girls having to leave. Gianna Lespina, then you have Alana Morse, Gia Machio, but then you also have some underclassmen who are going to have to step up next year, like Giselle Delutri, the younger sister of Dominique Delutri, Isabel Cruz. Then you'll have Sarah Moyo now be a junior next year, along with Lily Yepes. And then you'll have 2 seniors as well as Haley Guerrero and Brianna Gonzalez. So the Pirates still have depth for the next few years, but they're going to need more players now coming after next year. After these, I believe it is 4 seniors leave.
5 seniors they've got.
Oh, yes, 5. My bad. I forgot about Kaylee Roth for a second.
They've got 5 seniors and they got 5 seniors out of a total. I won't do a count, but it's a good third of their program who's going to be graduating this summer. So they're going to have a lot of depth, need a lot of new freshmen to step up. I would not be surprised if you see a lot of current freshmen.
And strike 3, by the way, for Kaylee Roth. That is her 6th strikeout of the day. And now with 2 outs, coming up is number 14, Madison Boleski. Now let's see if the Pirates can close it out.
So, down to their final out. This is where legends are made.
Boleski's blooper to short. Dominic Delutri's gonna grab that one.
Put it in the books.
That's the ball game. Pirates win it 10-1. Will advance to a great record of 8-3 in Conference 1. Carey Seahawks will fall to 4-7 in Conference 1. And hey, both teams played great coming out here today. Mepham's offense just got to them. Of course, as you see right now on the field, social distancing between both teams. And hey, Mano, what was your takeaway from this game? What's your afterthought?
They were one interference call from Mercy ruling the Carey Seahawks. I think this was the offensive spark that the Mepham Pirates needed as they start preparing for playoff season. This is the game that they needed. It kind of felt like a tune-up. It kind of felt like there was never a doubt like that the Pirates were going to win. The Pirates they got to use this game and use this momentum and carry it on throughout the rest of the season.
Agree with you, and Mepham's going to take their victory lap as tradition. And I think our BMB player of the game goes to none other than Alana Morse. Alana Morse, amazing hitting performance today. And that will be our BMB game of the week, our second BMB game of the week. I'm Sean McCollum alongside Matt Mano, signing off. Mepham softball victory on this beautiful Saturday morning.